Good morning, everybody. My name is Barry Schwartz, and this is the Search Buzz video recap. Today is Friday, February 25th, and this is the search news we covered over the past week at the Search Engine Roundtable, seroundtable.com. A lot to discuss. This includes the Google Page Experience update, which is rolling out for desktop. We also saw, as of yesterday, last night, this morning, a possible Google search update related maybe to this Page Experience update. Google released something called Google Shopping Experience Scorecards, which means if you want to boost your ranking in Google Shopping, all you have to do is provide an excellent customer service. Google went stronger on the Pirate DMCA update, a lot more to discuss on that. Google Ads had some latency errors and so forth. We'll discuss that as well and so much more. And first, I'd like to thank our sponsor. Thank you, Duda. Thank you so much for sponsoring. Duda is the professional website builder you can call your own, so definitely check them out. They are an amazing platform. They just actually added Index Now default on to all their sites, so plus 1 million sites or so are in Index Now, which is great. So thank you. And of course, I'd like to just make a little mention for Anton Cholk. He is, I think, one of the heads of marketing at Duda. He's actually based in Ukraine. Here's actually, hopefully he's okay. I posted, here's a photo of him in a bunker in the Ukraine, I think in Kiev. I've known him for a long, long time in the SEO community. I hope he and all the SEOs and everybody, all your friends, family, everybody that you know are being safe in this situation. All right, so let's get into the news. So like I said, first, Google started to roll out the Google Page Experience update specifically for the desktop. The mobile was released last year, but for desktop now is rolling out as of Tuesday, February 22nd, I believe. And it's going to be rolling out until through the end of March, so March 2022. So it's going to be a several-week rollout. Again, everything part of the desktop mobile version, LCP, CLS, FID, HTTPS, intrusive interstitials. Doesn't have to be mobile anymore, desktop as well. Obviously, the only thing that doesn't apply is the mobile friendliness. Obviously, you don't have to be mobile friendly for the desktop signal. Again, I don't think this is going to be a big update. Again, Google said it's not going to be a big update, so don't worry about it too much. But obviously, it's something that could improve user happiness, conversions, and so forth, and maybe give you a slight little boost in rankings. So definitely take a look at that. Talking about Google updates, I posted this morning that starting on February 24th, which was yesterday, Thursday, even going in today, it seems like a bunch of people are noticing ranking changes, significant ranking changes to their sites. People are saying it's related to the Page Experience update, which rolled out or started to roll out a couple days earlier. I don't think so. Could be. I really don't think so. It seemed like, again, whatever happened is happening in a more substantial manner. Some are saying this is bigger than core updates. I don't think that's true for everybody, obviously. It's not in terms of everybody noticing this update like a core update would happen, where you see a lot more chatter. It's definitely more limited chatter than a core update. But if you were hit by this update or whatever this is, it seems like some people are saying they got hit by 20%. Some are saying half their traffic is gone and so forth. So definitely take a look at that. You are not alone if you saw some type of ranking changes over the past 24 hours or so. Again, today I'm recording this Friday morning on February 25th. Google announced this week, this is weird, a Google Shopping Experience Scorecard. It basically will grade you on how well you're doing in terms of customer service or customer experience. Google said in this shopping card, merchants who provide an excellent customer experience will go ahead and see benefits in their Google Shopping results. One is they'll basically be able to get a boost in rankings, a badge which increases visibility in this Google Shopping results, and some other benefits that customers will find helpful. What do you need to do? You need to have a great delivery time, shipping cost, and return window. Those are the 4 things that Google said they're going to measure on this Google Shopping experience card. Now, how does Google get this data? You actually feed Google that data. Google has to, basically Google doesn't know what this is, so Google's going to say, give me that data. Can you fake giving Google that data? Maybe. A lot of SEOs are talking about, why wouldn't anybody fake it? And of course, I'm sure SEOs will fake it until Google goes ahead and says, you know what, we're not going to trust this data anymore, and thus this is going to go away anyway. But keep that in mind. You should definitely take a look at that. If you are in Google Shopping, you might be able to benefit for that while it lasts. Google also released a PDF a couple weeks ago. This is via Glenn Gabe, which basically showed that the Google Pirate update, also known as the DMCA penalty, where basically if a site gets reported for numerous a lot of DMCA complaints, basically copyright complaints. Google's going to go ahead and take action on that using what we're calling the pirate update, or other people, Google's calling the DMCA update. The DMCA update, I think, happened and launched back in like 2011 or something like that. It was updated again, or maybe 2012. It was updated again a couple years later, and we haven't really heard much about it since now. And February 8th, Google posted a document to the U.S. Copyright Office basically explaining that if a site is hit by this update, this pirate update or DMCA update, it will result on average an 89% decrease in search traffic sent to that website by Google search. Google also made it harder to kind of evade this algorithm. They're looking at, obviously if you're redirecting from a reported site to a new site, they're going to take that into account as well. And they added something called a still in theater pre-release flag for DMCA notice involving categories of content to enhance search to motion signals. So there's a lot of things going on with this DMCA update. Nice to get an update from Google on it. So there you have it. Also, Google Shopping seems to not be working 100% with exclusion keywords. So if you use a minus, let's say you want to look for, earphones, but you don't want blue earphones. So if you do minus blue earphones, Google will usually find content that doesn't have blue but has earphones in it. Now, that doesn't seem to be working for the Google Shopping tab. Google said they're going to look into it. We'll see. John Mueller said that there is no EAT score. We know this. Google said this numerous times, but he said, don't be surprised, don't be confused. Google does use EAT-like signals that you might read in the quality rater guidelines in indirect ways. So it might pick up, it didn't say specific examples, but you can imagine what signals Google might go ahead and try to figure out based on this, what people are calling EAT score, which is non-existent. So there is no score for EAT, but Google has many signals it uses to figure out, is a site authoritative, trustworthiness, and is there expertise there? So keep that in mind. Google said when it comes to pagination, sometimes it makes sense to show the newer content at the beginning of the pagination set. So if you have an e-commerce site with page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4, page 5 of earphone categories, for example, and you have lots of products on those pages, you might want to put the newer products and the most popular products at the front of that pagination set so that Google could actually discover that new content and promote that more important content higher, because Google's not going to click all the way down to page 7, 8, 9, 10. It's just not going to happen as often. They may if you put links to it, but usually it's harder for Google to dive deeper into those pagination sets. Obviously, we have no rel next prev anymore, so that's what it is. Google's John Mueller also said that if your web stories performance is not doing so well in Google search, don't worry. Not to worry. It has no indication and it's not indicative of the overall site performance of your non-web stories pages or any other pages. Because web stories are hard to optimize in general because there's very little content, so don't worry about it. Google's John Mueller also said that URL inspection tool, that referring page element, which you can see here in the screenshot, is not important. It just shows you what what pages, referring pages Google first found to find that page. Not a big deal, Google said. Google said also that using the indexing API for not what it's meant for. Obviously, Google's indexing API is only meant for job postings and live streams. If you use it for other purposes, it's not going to hurt you. It's also not going to benefit you. So don't bother, basically. But the SEO who asked the question was like, but what if I do use it? Well, Jonathan's like, it's not going to help you. It's not going to do anything. But what if I do use it? It's going to hurt me? John's like, no, but it's not going to help you. So anyway, it's kind of funny to listen to that. If you want to listen to that, you can. Google Ads this week had fixed a latency issue and some weird error messages and other unexpected behavior from Google Ads advertising console. It's been going on for the past few days, maybe a few weeks. Google said they fixed it. Hopefully using Google's Ads console will be more enjoyable for you and faster. 70% plus of search marketers said that their Google Ads cost per clicks over year has gone up. Surprise, surprise. Google has to make more money. Ginny Marvin said that Google's standard shopping campaigns will continue to be supported for the foreseeable future. So that's not going away anytime really soon. Google's actually testing 3 image links in the mobile search ads. Here's a screenshot of that. Each of those links actually in that one ad go to different URL landing pages, which is interesting. Google is also testing messaging, this is from Kirk Williams, messaging within Google Shopping. So if Google's sending out Merchant Center emails to some merchants as a pilot, so a way for customers who are in Google Shopping to actually message you as a merchant and ask you questions about the products you have there. That message will be sent not to your phone as a text or through an app push notification, but it will be sent to your email, which you then reply to, and I guess the customer gets a message back, which is a very interesting way of Google handling it. Google AdSense is going to be adding AdSense for your YouTube section into the either AdSense console and to the YouTube Studio section. Google, again, is splitting AdSense for search-related and content-related stuff with YouTube AdSense, and they're changing the threshold. So if you're like me and you're a small video guy and you make some money on these videos through AdSense, I'm going to have to hit both the $100 threshold per month, or sorry, $100 threshold payout to get paid for the YouTube videos, and also I'm going to have to hit the $100 threshold for my content, my website, separately. So I have to hit two different thresholds to get that payment from Google AdSense. So obviously this hurts smaller publishers more. Microsoft Advertising has launched dynamic descriptions for ad text in DSAs and dynamic search ads. So if you want Microsoft to use AI to dynamically create your descriptions, and you could actually have that tested, you could opt out of that if you want, but it's going to be turned on by default at some point, so keep that in mind. And Google Image Search is testing rounded corners instead of square corners on their images. Big news. Shocking. Any event, thank you so much for listening to the Search Buzz video recap. My name again is Barry Schwartz. This is the search news we covered over at the Search Engine Roundtable at seroundtable.com over the past week. Again, thanks to Duda for sponsoring. Deeply appreciate it. I'm thinking about all you folks in Ukraine. Hope you guys are being safe and well under these circumstances. I'm sure you're doing your best. Anyway, be safe. Thinking about you, praying for you. Everyone have a great, safe, healthy weekend. See you guys next. Goodbye.